Hi, I'm not BremSter,
I'm not BremSter either. I'm FullDeck.
and I'm missing a few cards, and we're here with another puzzle that was created by Maggie and BremSter in honor of Noel, Brem's dad.
And if you aren't aware of the background of this pack, this is a set of a family day out puzzle pack that Brem and his mother created. You can look at an earlier video that we did, if it's been released, on Misty Morning, and it gives a little bit of the backstory of the pack. And we're delighted to get to solve these puzzles and really looking forward to this. We really enjoyed the previous puzzle.
Oh, it was fantastic.
It was amazing. So we're really looking forward to this one as well. So the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply. So that means that in every row, in every column, and in every 3x3 box set off by the slightly darker lines, the digits 1 through 9 have to appear once each without repetition.
The digits outside the grid are outside clues. The 7 in row 1 means that the 7 must appear in the first 3 cells seen from that direction in that row. The 3 below column 4 means the 3 must appear in the first 3 cells as highlighted here, seen from the direction of the clue.
And then we also have Renban lines, and Renban lines need to contain a set of non-repeating consecutive digits in any order. So for example, on this Renban line, I'm going to ignore the outside clues because I don't want to get into logic of the puzzle, but this is just about the Renbans. It could be 5, 7, 6. Since those 3 digits taken together, they don't repeat and they do form a set of 3 consecutive numbers. We could not, however, replace the 7 with, say, a 4, because 4, 5, and 7, even though they're different, are not a complete set, are not a set of consecutive digits. So those are the rules.
And of course, the fact that the Renbans are all contained in boxes means
Oh yeah,
could
well,
be
they wouldn't be repeating anyway. I didn't even notice that. So, all right, so we're going to restart the timer, restart the puzzle to restart our timer, and
let's give this a
let's
whirl.
give this a whirl.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay, I have a deduction.
good. I'm still just looking at
Can
the
we place a
grid.
digit on the Renban in box 3?
Well, we must be able to place a
Roughly.
digit on the
Can
Renban
we
in
say a number
box
that
3.
must be on the Renban in
I'm
box 3?
not there yet because I'm still just looking at the puzzle. So, and so you're saying box 3. I always look at box 1 first. So let's see. The 5 is over here, so we cannot have a 5 on this Renban. So it would either have to be taken from 1, 2, 3, 4, or from 6, 7, 8, 9. The 6, 7, 8, 9 looks more reasonable.
Well, the 7 in column 7 and the 7 in row 1.
Oh, I did not even see this 7. See, you're asking me to look at box 3, but you're not like saying, oh, but combine these
Think
things.
globally and act locally.
I look locally, you look globally. Okay, so yeah, so let's start with that. The 7 in box 1 has to be in the first 3 cells. The 7 in box 3 has to be in the first 3 cells of the column, but cannot be in the first row because that 7 in row 1 is already used up. So one of these two is in fact a 7. Now we can't go all the way down to a 5, so this could be 6, 7, 8, or it could be 7, 8, 9, but there's definitely an 8 on this Renban. Okay. Now, let's see if there's other tricks like that, because my guess is that Maggie has done some more tricks like
Let's
that.
look at the 9s in box 1 and box 3.
Okay, we could do that. I was going to say that there's the same trick happening with 1s in column 1 and row 5.
Okay.
And slightly more powerful even, because the 1s in box 7 are here. So in row 5, the 1s have to be in these first 3 cells, but cannot be in column 1 yet. So there's a 1 here, which means that the Renban, if there's a 1 on the Renban, we can only go up. It's got to be 1, 2, 3.
We can place the 3 because of the 3 outside clue in row 5.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so 3s are over here, so neither of those can be a 3 in row 5, columns 2 and 3. So we get a 3 at row 4, column 1, and a 1, 2 pair at in row 5, columns 2 and 3.
We have the same thing with the 9s, the same
Oh, do we? Okay, see, that's where I was all excited about the 1s. Okay, so let's see. So the 9s are in column 7, 8, and 9 for row 1. So the outside clue at the top of column 3 tells that there has to be a 9 on the Renban in box 1. And that means
it is a 9,
7, 8, 9. So the 7 has to be at there's no other way to get a 7 on the Renban than to place it at row 1, column 2. And so then we can get an 8-9 pair to complete that Renban in box 1. Now we can place the 3 in row 3. Has to be in one of those first 3 cells, but it can't be where the 8-9 is, and it can't be directly above the 3 that's now in row 4. So we get a 3 at row 3, column 2. Oh, what does that do for box 7 and the ones in box 7?
Well, it restricts the 1 from being on the Renban.
Yes.
We couldn't have a 1, 2, 3.
Because of the 3 in the column, yes. So this cannot be a 1, because if we had a 1 at row 9, column 1, we'd be forced to have a 3 directly below a 3 that already exists. That's really, really clever logic that's showing up
So it's
here.
either a
Fun.
4, 5, 6, or there's a 7 in row 9, column 1.
I'm not, oh, because there's no 3 on it at all. These 3s are locking 3 off of that Renban. Yeah, so 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7.
Has a 7.
6, 7, 8, 7. Yes, there is a 7.
No, it's
No,
either 4, 5,
4, 5, 6, or there's a 7 here. Yes, agreed. Okay.
So we could mark that 4, 5, 6, 7.
Fair enough. Yes, because if it's a 4, 5, 6 Renban, this is going to be one of the 4, 5, 6. And if it's not a 4, 5, 6 Renban, there is a 7 on it, and it has to be there because of the 7 in the column. Okay.
We can pencil mark. Oh, yes, this is nice. 8 cannot go on the Renban in box 2.
Oh, because there's no 7.
And so
Nice.
we have an X-wing on 8s in boxes 1 and 2, which takes them off the Renban in column 7.
Okay, let's go slowly with this. So because the 8s are here, the question is, where can the 8 go in row 1? Because of the 8-9 pair in box 1, the 8 cannot go in box 1 in row 1. If the 8 were on the Renban, it would need a 7 with it. That cannot occur on the Renban in row 1 of box 2. So in row 1, the 8 needs to be in box 3. But we already know that the 8, there has to be an 8 on the Renban. So this has to be an 8. There's no other hope in the world. So that's an 8. And we know, so we have 7 and 8. We cannot have a 9, so this has to be a 6-7 pair. So in order to have the 6, 7, 8 Renban with it, don't get a 9. Nice. Okay. So, oh, and where does the 6 go?
Yes.
It has to be here. The 6 in box 3 has to be in row 3, so we can actually resolve the 7-6 order.
Nice.
Very nice. All right. Next. We have to have a 3 in row 6 in box 5, because in box 4, the 3 is in row 4, and in box 6, the 3 is in row 5. Could the 3 be on the Renban down
If it
here?
was, it would have a 5-6 pair accompanying it.
I don't think so. Maybe a 4-5 pair.
Sorry, 4-5 pair. What I meant.
Yeah, because we wouldn't be able to put a 2 on the Renban because of this 1-2 pair. So if this is a 3, we have a 4-5 accompanying it. Would that do bad things? I'm not sure we're ready to do anything with that yet.
That would place 3 off the Renban in box 6.
Yes, absolutely. And the reason for that is if either of these were a 3, since we cannot use 1-2, we would have to have either 4 or 5 here, and that would give us 3 instances of 4, 5 in.
But that's all conditioning on
2 cells. Yeah, right. No, I don't think we can rule out the tip of that V being a 3.
We can rule out the left cell.
Oh, we can, because the 3s are in the first 3 cells from the bottom of column 4. And 9s are in the first 3 cells there. Now, the 3 and the 9 cannot be on the same Renban. We can't get from 3 to 9 in with only one other cell, one other digit. They could be neither one on a Renban, but if we place either 3 or 9 on one of the Renbans, it takes the other one off of that Renban. Let's go ahead and mark everything. We got 6s, we got 2s. This is not a 6. I'm just using the outside clues and Sudoku to restrict where the 6s can go in box 9, and the 2s I don't see any restriction on at the moment.
And I think that's the only thing we hadn't actually marked.
Well, the 8 here,
Placed.
which has to be in one of these two cells because 8s are already taken up in column 3. 7. These 5s, there's 5s in here. Got the 9s marked, the 6s taken care of, the 3s are marked. Yeah, so now we have marked all of our possible clues.
No, so it's just Sudoku now.
Yeah.
Renbans.
Oh joy, our strengths. Okay, so this cannot have 7 or 8 on it.
Or 9.
Or 9. But if it can't have 7 or 8, we're definitely not going to get a 9 on there. Could be as little as 4. I mean, it could be as high as 4, 5, 6. It could be as little as 1, 2, 3. Hmm. I keep saying that, I know.
You pencil mark 1s, corner mark 1s in box 1.
Mark 1s in box 1. Okay. 1s cannot be in here, nor can they be in where we already have things marked. So yes, 1s are in here. Feels like we have more information. I mean, clearly we have more information than we're using because the puzzle solves. Just not sure where to look next. I mean, we can just keep marking. These are 3s because 3s are taken up in those columns. 7 we already talked about is either here or this is a 4, 5, 6, and the 7 can sort of be wandering anywhere. Oh, there's a 7 in row 3 in box 2 because of the 7s that are already placed in rows 1 and 2. Okay, let's think about what should we be thinking about?
Does one of those Renbans, could we have 3 and 9, both of the Renbans in box 8?
If those were 3 and 9, you're saying, so the 3 and the 9, neither one on a Renban. Well, the 9 would be on one of them, which would be a 7, 8, 9.
No, if those were 3 and a 9, I think we're broken because one of the
right, I'm
Renbans
sorry.
would have to be a 4, 5, 6, and the other one had to be 6, 7, 8.
You're right.
So
At least one of those has to be
Yeah.
on a Renban. Yes, agreed. Yeah, if neither 3 nor 9 were on the Renbans, 1, 2 isn't enough to fill a Renban.
And if one of them is not on the Renban, if the 3 is not on the Renban, then 1, 2, and 3 are not on the Renban, and the other Renbans will be 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8.
Yes. 9. Yes, but if the 9's not on the Renban, we're a lot wider open.
Yeah.
We had something similar here. I mean, if the 3 is not on the Renban,
then it must be.
Then we have one of the Renbans is 4, 5, 6, and the other is 7, 8, 9.
So if 3 is not on the Renban, we have to have 1, 2, and 3 on the non-Renban cells. And what can go in row 5, column 5?
Oh, that's beautiful. Holy cow. Okay, so let's talk through that really carefully because I think that's
Okay,
gorgeous.
so
That's stunning.
let's suppose that that cell there is not a 3. So the
Yes.
3 is in row 6, column 6.
Yes. So now this is going to turn out to be false, and we're seeing this. So but let's track it through. I'm going to mark it with a red just so we know that this is where we're starting. We're saying suppose that were a 3.
Now, the Renbans could not have 1 or 2 on them because they would need to 1, 2, 3. So the other cells off the Renbans would have to be 1 and 2, and that breaks the
That's a
puzzle.
big problem. So yes. Oh, that is just beautiful. What love. Sorry, I went too far back. So we have to have a 3 on the Renban in box 5. Oh, that is just stunning. And we've
that
already
has to be
said,
4 5s.
yeah, it can't be a 1, 2, 3 because we can't put 2s in here. So these are 4 5s.
The other Renban is
So now, if we had a 3 on this Renban, if either of these cells were a 3, we have to pick up either a 2 or a 4 in this cell, and we can't do either. So neither of those are 3s. That's a 3.
and row 6, columns 4 and
Wow.
6 are a 1 2 pair.
Row 6, columns
Because the 1 2 cannot
4
be on the
and
Renban.
6. Right. Yes, the 1 2 cannot be on any of the Renbans and can't be in row 5, column 5 because of the 1 2 pair. Yes, so this is a 1 2.
Now the other Renban is either 6 7 8 or 7
7
8
8
9.
9.
So we have a 6 or a 9 in row 5, column 5.
Yes. That's just stunningly beautiful. This row, the 8 looks down. We can't have an 8 at row 4, column 5. So again, just to pick up why this can only be from 6 or 9, we have to either have 6 7 8, which would put a 9 here, or 7 8 9, which would put a 6 there, just to in case anybody
And the
was not
9 in
catching
column
that.
6
The
looks up.
9 looks up. That's not a 9. Oh, that was just stunningly good. Okay, so now we have 1 2s. The 1s and 2s are trapped in row 5, row 6, so they have to be up
Okay,
here, but
can't
they
be on the
cannot be on
Renban.
the Renban. So that's a 1 2 pair. Now, if this were a 4 5 6 Renban, we'd have to have 2 of 4 5 and 6 here, which would be a big problem with um, the 4 5 here. We would have 4 5 6 in 4 cells. So there is not a 4 on this Renban, which means the 4 has to be down in row 6.
Which means it's in row 4,
It has to
box
be in
4.
row 4 and box 4. We have 7 and 8 up here. I'm just going to go ahead and put that in as pencil mark so that we keep track of it.
There is a 7 on the Renban in box 6 because it's either
5
5
6
6 7,
7,
6 7
7 8,
8,
or
7
7
8
8
9.
9. So
So
the
the
7
7 is
has
there.
to be here, but it can't be in column 7. So we place a 7, which is just lovely.
That pencil mark 7, corner mark 7's in box 9.
So to go with this 7, we need either a 6 or an 8, or both. And then, so let's see if we can do enough with this. If this were 5 6 7, we'd
That
be
would be a 6.
broken. No, it can't be a 5 because of the row, and it can't be a 6
Oh.
because of the column. So it cannot be 5 6 7, which means we do have an 8 on the Renban in one of these two.
And we have 5 in row 6, giving us a 4 5 pair in row 4.
Right, the 5 cannot be on this Renban because that would place a 6. Right, so there is a 5 down here, which makes this a 4 5 pair. Very nice. Okay.
And now we have to have 6 or 9 in row 4, column 9.
Yes, 6 or 9. So if this is a 6, we have 6 7 8, and if it's a 9, we better fill in the middle. So either way, we get an 8 on that Renban.
So now we're left with 6 9 in the row.
Yes. We have an 8 down here.
And a 7 down there.
And a 7 down there, but the 7 cannot go here, and the 8 cannot go there. This said there's a 7 pointing down, and there's an 8-9 pair pointing down. Okay. We are making progress. Let's
Certainly
see.
getting pencil marking done.
Yeah, this is good stuff. So these are 4, 5, 6, 9 down here. And this one is not a 6. Okay, I bet we can do some nice things with what's happening down in this Renban now. Oh, we have an 8 in this column as well. Because we have an 8 and an 8 looking down in the box. So these are 8. So that's actually really nice. 2s can only be over here, 7s can only be over here, and 8s can only be over here. That places a 6 on the Renban. And we're going to take some more out here in just a minute. This is a 2, 7, 8 triple, but we can't put a 2. Yeah. So if this is a 7, 7, 6, we could have either a 5 or an 8 here, but we can't have the 8 because we know it's trapped over in the other column.
We can't have an 8 there because we need a 7.
Exactly. Yeah. If we had an 8 here, we would need to put a 7 there, which we can't do. So we absolutely have a 5, a 6, and a 7. And now, does that give us anything?
It takes the 7 off here, so this is a 4, 5, 6 Renban.
Oh my goodness, look at that. So that is not an 8. This is an 8. That is a 1 because this has to be a 4, 5, 6 Renban because there's no place to put a 7 on it. And we know that it doesn't go down to 3.
The 8 resolves the 2, 8 pair in box 9.
The 8. Oh, nice. 8 looks over, resolving the 2, 8. Beautiful. The 8 also looks up. This is no longer an 8, which means that we must put an 8 in row 6, column 2.
There's an 8 in column 5 already. So in row 9, the 8 is on the Renban.
Okay, there's an 8 in column 5, right?
So in row 9.
So in row 9. Oh, yes, because none of those can be 8s. 8s look across, 8s look across, 8s look down. One of these two is an 8, so we cannot have a 3 on that Renban.
And there is a 7 on the Renban, and it has to go in row 8.
Yes, since there's an 8 on the Renban, we have to have 7 on it because it's either 7, 8, 9 or 6, 7, 8. So we do definitely have a 7 there. I want to clean up some pencil marks that I've been, you keep seeing wonderful things, but I want to make sure we get this 5, 6 out of the pencil marks right there because it might make a difference later. Yeah, so, okay, so with this 7, we know we have 7 and 8, so we're going to pick up either a 6 or a 9 to go with it. So these are going to be 6, 8, 9, depending on whether it's a 6, 7, 8 or a 7, 8, 9 Renban. Well, this one can't be a 9, but that one could be a 9.
Yes. But now we take 9 off the Renban above.
Yeah, for sure, because there's no way that we can have a 9 here, especially there's an 8 locking it out. In fact, there's no 5 on this Renban, and there's no 7. These have to come from 1, 2, 3, 4, and they can't use a 1 on it. It has to be a 2, 3, 4, and we know that the 3 in this box has to be in column 4. So there's our 3. We get a 2, 4.
That takes the 4 off the Renban in box 7.
The 2, 4 pair looks across there. The 5 looks across there. This is a 6. And we lose the 6s from there.
We now have a 4, 5 pair in column 2.
Oh, nice. 4, 5 pair in column 2. Doesn't necessarily do anything yet, but I'm sure it will shortly.
It means that we get a 1, 2 in row 2, column 2. Because we're missing 1, 2, and 9 in the column, but there's an 8, 9 pair in the box.
Nice. Yes. 1, 2, and 9. This triple will be a 1, 2, 9. We can't have a 9 there. That's a lovely spot. So that places a 9, which takes the 9 off of the Renban, places a 9 in row 8, column 6, and now we know we have a 6, 7, 8 Renban.
So we're missing
leaving
1 and 5
in the box. Okay. Now, in row 7, we are missing 7 and 9. And we have an 8, 9 pair looking down, giving us a 7 at row 7, column 3, resolving that 7, 9 pair. The 7 looks up to box 4 and allows us to place the 7 at row 6, column 1.
So we're left with a 6, 9, but there's an 8, 9 pair in the column.
Ah, nice. So this 8-9 pair resolves this as a 6 and places the 9 at row 5, column 1, and the 6, 7, 8 surely look across. It takes that 6 out. The only place left for a 6 in the box is in box 6 is row 3, row 4, column 9. That takes 6 off the Renban in box 5, makes it a 7, 8, 9 Renban, and places 6 at row 5, column 5. Wow, this is really interesting. I love how this is playing around the board.
We're left with the 2-3 pair in box 7, and the 2 in row 8 looks across.
2-3 pair in box 7, yes, and the 2 looks across, making this the 3 and that the 2. Beautiful.
3s look across. No, they don't.
This is
Ooh,
the
missing
1, 4, 5 for the
1,
row.
3, 4 for the box.
Ah, yes, that can't be a 5 because there's a 5 in the box. Yes, and 1, 3, 4 for box 9. Okay, so we have a 1, 3, 4, 5 quad, but that doesn't do us anything because we already have a 6, 8 pair as well. Okay.
Oh, the 2 in column 7, column 3 in box
2
7.
in column 3. Ah, looks up to there. Good. 1 and 2, which looks up to that 1. Beautiful. We're missing a 4, 5 in the column, in column 3. Now, I think we should be able to do something with this now, I'm hoping. We can certainly take the 7
So
out
it can't
there.
have both a 4 and a 5 on it. So it can't be 4, 5, 6. So it is at most 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, because it can't be 5, 6, 7. That would hit this. So there's no 5 on it. Yes, it is taken from 1, 2, 3, 4.
So there's a 2 and a 3 on it.
And 3s in columns 4 and 5 look up and let us place the 3. And we definitely have a 2, yes, with either the 1 or the 4. Very nice. Let's see, a little bit more cleanup. This 9 looks up. I was hoping that might do more. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 9 looks up. Oh, the 9 looks up. The 9 looks up and places a 9 in box 3.
Which looks down.
Which looks down. Beautiful.
Places a 9 in there.
Nice. Okay.
Now
column
we have a 1
8.
in box 3 is placeable. In column 9. 1 in column 9.
Yes, in column 9, the 1 needs to go in. Oh, and also this outside clue of 5 looks down and gives us a 4 here, 5 there. We're left with the 1, 5. There's already a 1 in row 2, so we get a 5 and a 1.
Which means that the Renban is a 1,
The
2,
Renban
3.
does have a 1 on it because the 1 can't go anywhere else in box 2. So it is a 1, 2, yes. And those 2's come out. Okay. Left in row 1, we've got 1, 2, 3, and 7, 8, 9. So we're left with 4, 5, and 6 to place.
And there's a 6 in
5
box
and
3.
6 already exist in box 3. So yeah, we get a 4, we get a 5, we get a 6. What's this? 2 and 4. 2 and 4.
Which places the 5
down. A 5 and a 4. The 4 looks over and gives us a 1, which looks back and gives us a 5. The 5 gives us a 1.
1 looks up.
1 looks up to give us a 2 and the 1. The 1 looks down. The 2 in column 5 looks down to box 8, 4 and 2. Okay, now what?
Take the 1s out of box 8 and 9.
Oh yeah, 1's out of box 9. Beautiful. And the 4 looks down. Yay.
And the 1 looks up.
1 looks up, 2 and 1. What are we left with in here? 2 and 3 placeable because there's already a 3 in row 3.
That resolves to 2, 4 in column 1.
4 and 2.
I think we might finish this.
I think we might. A beautiful puzzle. The 5 in column 3 looks down, gives us the 4 and the 5. The 5 in column 4 looks up, resolves the 4 and the 5. So we just got a bunch of 6, 7, 8s, and 9s to place left. 6 in box 2 can't be in row 3 and can't be in column 5. So one of those 2 is a 6. What are we left with in row 2? We're left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, and 9. And we already have a 4 in column 4 and 5. So that gives us the 4, which by our pencil marking gives us the 6. Leaves us with an 8, 9. possible there. In row 3, we're missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, and 9. We have already a 5 in column 4 and a 5 in column 6, so we can place the 5 in column 5.
And then the outside 8 gives us the 8.
The 8 has to be there because the outside clue, beautiful, and the 7 also is looking up and giving us a 9. Beautiful.
The 8 looks across to in row 2.
Yes, the 8 looks over. 9 and 8. The 8's come out.
9 looks up in column 6.
9 in column 6. Beautiful. 7 and 9. 7 looks down. 8 looks down. 6 and 8. What a fabulous puzzle.
That was lovely.
That was gorgeous. It took us a while to break into this, but the one clues pointing and forcing a 1 onto this Renban, and
the
similarly the
9s
9s here let us sort of start pencil marking. But that Renban in box 5 and forcing the 3 onto the apex of that Renban, because otherwise row 5 was breaking. Holy cow, that was just spectacularly gorgeous.
That was lovely. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you, BremSter, for a lovely puzzle.
Very, very fun. If you haven't already given the puzzle a try, even if you've just watched this video, still, clear your minds, go back and try it. That was a gorgeous solve. We do hope you did give it a try. If you did, please leave your time in the video in the comments below. And if you haven't already, please do click like and subscribe. And if your budget allows, we really recommend supporting BremSter's Patreon. He does so much for the community, and we are delighted to be part of that. So
thanks for the community you bring together, Brem.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
As always, as Brem would say,
good luck with your solving.